Okay, F1 is back with a special event held last night to celebrate 75 years of Formula 1 and for all of the teams to launch their liveries. First, we had Kick Sauber reveal their livery. I'm not blown away by this. It's solid. By no means the worst looking car on the grid. A 6 out of 10. Next up, it was Williams, and I have a question to ask. Who the is designing your cars? This looks like it was designed on Microsoft Paint. I'm honestly offended by this. A team that has had some of the most iconic liveries of all time, and they've subjected us to this again. This is a disgrace. I'm annoyed. This is getting a 0.2 out of 10, and that's being generous. Next up, we had Racing Bulls. Probably the surprise of the evening. This is nice. Very different from last year, and probably one of, if not the nicest liveries on the grid this year. This is an 8 out of 10 all day long. Well done. Then we had Haas, call me an ambulance, and again a defibrillator. I'm bored to death. 3 out of 10. Next up, we had Alpine. What the is this? I'm reporting this to the police as an attack on my eyesight. I'll give them an extra half a mark for trying something different. It didn't work. It's a 3.5 out of 10. Next up, it's Aston Martin. This is one of the disappointments of the night for me. I don't know how they managed to make what should be a beautiful livery. That incredible, iconic shade of green. How did they make the car look so meh? A 6.5 out of 10 at a push. Then we had Mercedes. Can I just say, can Mercedes just decide on what they want their livery to be? Like, commit to it. Are you the silver arrows? Are you going with the black look with the green accents? Like, if you're going with silver, go with like a metallic silver or like a mirrored silver. Not this grey that looks like it's on a budget family car. 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10 if I'm being generous. Then we had Red Bull. Look, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the same livery they've had for the last 738 years. I can't pick anything wrong with it. It's also nothing to write home about. It doesn't have me sliding off my chair. Look, it's 7.5 out of 10, but you lose a point for this level of arseholery. 6.5 out of 10. For sake, no wonder people don't like us. Like, come on. Ferrari, like, what? The own goal of the night, like what should have been by a long shot the best livery on the grid. This beautiful shade of red. It oozes history, it oozes class. 80% of this car looks incredible. But whoever decided to put this monstrosity of a white dirty protest at the back of this beautiful car, like, is it one of your strategists who designed the car? Because once again, Ferrari, you've shat the bed. This would and should have been a 9.5 out of 10, but I'm downgrading by 2.5 marks. This 7 out of 10 maybe, and that's all down to this. Then finally we had McLaren. Yeah, I like this. It's the exact same as it was last year, but I like the papaya, I like the history behind it. It works well with the black. Like, it's nice. It hasn't spanked the arse off me, but it's one of the nicer cars on the grid. Yeah, I'll give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. So look, all in, not the best looking F1 grid of all time, but a few lookers in there. Let's hope the racing is better and we see very little of the Alpine.